All right, let's just try this again. That school photo is that's just an extension that's gonna follow you right into your prison. Your prison experience. So they're really just keeping an eye on you your whole life, man. Fucking and look, they trick us by thinking it's a good thing, but really we're paying for our own fucking enslavement and their own thing to jam us up. They used to say this: your grades in school are gonna follow you through your whole fucking life. Whether you graduate or not is going to determine how good of a job you can get, which in turn is going to be like, if you're not doing so well, you're going to be more fucking likely doing crime, right? So you're going to end up in a fucking joint, and the school's going to help facilitate and tell them everything they need to know because they've already kept a dossier on you. And it's illegal not to go to school. You know what I'm saying? And actually, if you don't send your kids to school, you used to go to jail for that shit. So look, they're in fucking cahoots. It is a fucking experiment. Come to find out, more maritime corporation shit, right? This fucking teacher, he actually owned stock in McDonald's. And guess what? We had something called open campus lunch, which means we had to go into town and pick from one of the few little restaurants, and we had to spend money. And McDonald's was right across the fucking street, right? That's some experimental shit. Everywhere I went, I remember my probation officer when I was on tether when I was like 18. She's like, "What school did you go to?" I was like, "Genesee," and she goes, "Oh, I feel sorry for you." They wouldn't elaborate why. But it's like, look, we didn't have wrestling team. We didn't have no swimming fucking pool. It was like football, baseball, basketball. That's it. It's like, hey, don't you get state, federal grants and shit fucking to have these availabilities to us? And once again, to be in start of some kind of social structure that goes good on your job resume. But they had limited fucking options. It's like either it's just basically, yeah, they set our ass up for failure. Come to find out, the same principal who used to scold me all the time about, well, you gotta think about your future and all that. Fucking this is gonna determine. It's like bullshit, motherfucker. You should drop the fuck out at 16 and go learn a trade, man, and you'll get paid, man. By the time you was my age, you'd be fucking making decent ass cash. And they didn't tell us that. You know what I'm saying? They made it seem as if you gotta just suck their dicks all day and then go to college and take it in the ass now, like fucking in a metaphorical sense. Because that's what they're going to do. They're going to hit you over the head with that debt. Now, because you got this debt on your head, you ain't got no choice, but you better get out and get on the fucking grind. Or these fuckers are going to call your phone all the time from collection agencies, and it's going to make your life really fucking, it's not going to feel good. So, look, in middle school, they literally had a commissary just like they do in fucking jail, where you go up there and you give them this money and they fucking give you candy and chips and shit. Look, dude, it's fucking ridiculous, man. But anyway, yeah, this principal guy, come to find out, they were extorting fucking money from the state funds that should have went to things like a swimming pool, to a swim team, to a fucking wrestling team. Fucking, you know what I'm saying? And all the while, scolding me, fucking hypocrite. It was just a pyramid fucking scheme. All the shit is a pyramid scheme. Maritime amnesty law, the Corporation of America, is a pyramid scheme. That's why they're trying to go into globalism. Because look, the house of cards is going to fall apart. And people are going to say, man, show me the books. Show me the money, man. Let me look in that vault. There ain't going to be nothing there. So if they hurry up and kind of declare bankruptcy, so to speak, and then here's the thing. A corporation, my buddy John said, look, dude, we could become a corporation, for instance. We could call it JC Industries. It's John and Chris, right? We can get a bunch of investors. We take their money. We dissolve the fucking... Look, me and John don't owe nobody anything. That corporation owes you. But it's like a ship with no one in it. You know what I'm saying? Because me and dude jumped ship and got it. We had a little skiff boat or whatnot on the side, man. We're in that now. We're heading back to port, dude. And it's like they'll let you get away with shit like that. But look, when you go to the dock master or whatnot, you got to claim your cargo. They get a pick of the cut. That's why there was legal piracy. I mean, and this shit is all based on maritime law, which is fucking piracy. Freaking, I mean, it's crazy how this shit just keeps breaking down. What? Fucking, man, it's just been a fucking real eye-opening freaking experience. I mean, I already knew this stuff, man, but it's helping it all kind of, come together. Like right there, see that monument? Knights Templar monument. Knights Templar fucking, you know what I'm saying? Look, they're all up in the mix with the popes and the Jesuits and the Crusaders and whatnot. Freaking, we're right here next to a body of water. You got DNR right there. More agents of a maritime amnesty law, because I bet you if I go in there, there's probably a flag in there. And guess what? Bet you it's trimmed in fucking gold. I mean, there's this place up here, Huckleberry Junction. Right inside of the place, there is a fucking American flag trimmed in gold. But I mean, this guy Jabron, who's ran the whole town, he look, he donates to the cops. He basically pays them off. So look, the dude used to fucking do insurance scams on all of his buildings that went under. There's a building right there, the Micatam used to be there. But he lost his liquor license. Guess what? That bitch burned down. No one ever busts him. See, that kind of crime right there, no one goes after it. But petty crime or even fake crime, just make that shit up, pull that shit out of your ass, man. Fucking it's like whoever is the plaintiff, whoever snitches first or makes a claim first, automatically makes the other person a defendant. So it's like now you got to prove yourself that you're innocent once they make a statement like that. So that's the grounds that these people fucking operate on. It's like just all they got to do is just say something, write it on paper, and the whole system is gonna play along. They're gonna go ahead and fucking they're gonna go ahead and hang your ass out to dry. You know what I'm saying? Or you can walk the fucking plank. But yeah, it was like when I went to Fiedler out there, this lady, she said to me, "You're gonna grow up and just be a juvenile delinquent." I mean, that was a word curse. What an evil fucking lady. Miss Wheeler was her name. Fucking, once again, I was just being a kid. I wasn't even being bad. It's just, but she word cursed me. But no, it's deeper than that. These people knew what they were doing. It's been a setup from the start. And that's one of their jobs, man. Oh, you're this good citizen. Oh, I'm here to teach children. No, you're here to indoctrinate us, to break our spirit, to make us quit. If you don't like us, you just fucking ride us till we quit. They do this at work a lot too. Fucking so that you have no other place to turn but the streets. And that's a big rigged setup too. They're all in on it. Just like the Freeway Rick Ross thing. Freaking, he was working for the CIA, didn't know it. And they were using that crack money, that era I grew up in, where my dad was a career crackhead. And then, I didn't know who to blame. Come to find out, it's people like fucking Joe Biden, who made the 3 strikes law. We're all in on it. You know what I'm saying? And they're all like fucking greedy wolves just waiting to devour. The people who are fucking, too stupid to... I mean, it's not even that you're stupid. We're just set up. We're not giving any disclosure about nothing, man. You got to look back at it and be like, holy shit. This shit is crazy. This is how you people kept power all these freaking years, man. Because it's the same pyramid scheme, man. It's the same Egypt bondage. People automatically assume... I mean, they simp and enable. Like, look, when I was telling certain people, I was like, man, dude, they just try to jam me up. And they all of them said, what were you doing? So it's like automatically you take society's side and cross-examine me as if like I must have been doing something. Or it's like as if you don't see how corrupt shit is. Like, look, you don't see all this shit. So I mean, what? I mean, you believe the cops who can lie to you? You trust them, the liars and shit, the people with power. But you wouldn't trust like a person that you knew, a real flesh and blood person who's, has a mind and emotion experiences and stuff. Freaking. So they've done a good job of that, indoctrinating people, man. And just making us cash cows. And it's like, we're getting pimped coming and going. And with everything. I don't care which way how you bend it, flip it, and bounce it. I can see what's going on, man. And we're going in the wrong direction, not the right direction. But I think I've had my fill for the moment on this conversation. If I keep talking about it and going back through these memories and this fucking ancient history, digging through the archives, I might just be mad for the rest of the night. You know what I'm saying? And I don't really need that. I need to kind of chillax and relax. See, I went to the woods for that. But after I had my conversation with my dude, it reminded me that the struggle is real. And, I try to block it out best as I can for as long as I can without ignoring it or totally forgetting about it. But I still have to go through life knowing all this stuff without letting it jam me up and stop me, letting all their word curses come true. You know what I'm saying? Just by living as an example to prove these people wrong. That like, no, dude, no. All that shit that you taught me was bullshit. I never asked for you to do this. You just forced me. And it's like, listen, it's by gunpoint. I mean, they don't have to pull the gun out. But them officers are going to be strapped. And if they can't take you down, the suits are coming through. They're going to be strapped. Better. And if they don't get you, the military uniforms coming through. And they're going to take you down, shut you down. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't comply with all their bullshit, you die. Or you're going to wish you were dead. Because a life in a fucking... look, this is better than being in that cell on that cold slab. You know what I'm saying? But look, the bullshit is real. It's really going on. And, you know what I'm saying? Trying to figure out, my next move, man.